I think it's important for businesses and their staff to be aware of the current attacks which are taking place, especially around the COVID-19 pandemic, which cybercriminals are specifically targeting the work-from-home users. Now, work-from-home users is a great target for them because it's a lot easier to trick them, I suppose, because they're in a different environment and often security is a lot less. And in fact, the Australian government has issued this warning, as we can see on this webpage here, wanting to make everyone aware of it. So I'll run through some of the things on here, but basically talks about a lot of the COVID-19 related scams happening, as well as a lot of phishing emails. Now, phishing is when cyber criminals often will send an email or a message to someone, and they'll try to get them to send their credentials by getting them to log into, let's say, an email account or a Microsoft Office site. So it will require their username and password. And once they get that, then they can then cause some damage. So that's typically how the phishing campaigns work. And with these cyber criminal activities, they're actually likely to increase over the coming months, especially in frequency and severity. In fact, we've recently seen thousands of domain names being purchased around this pandemic, so names similar to COVID-19 or whatever, and although many of them are legit sort of informational sites, a good number of them are also malicious. So what these cyber criminals are doing, they're building informational websites, which look very legit, and they trick people into, basically, you go on that website and it might potentially install some nasty malware on your computer, or they want to try to steal your personal information. Some of the malware that might get installed could include some ransomware, and ransomware that's a very nasty piece of work, where what that does is it installs malware on a computer, and it will then look to encrypt all your data, so all your Microsoft Office files, PDFs. What it does is it encrypts it so you're not able to open it, and then if you try to open it, it asks for an encryption key, and then it takes you to their website where you can pay a ransom, usually in Bitcoin, quite a lot of money. And once you make that payment, they then give you the passcode to then access all your files. And it can be quite nasty because typically this ransomware will first look to spread on the network as fast as it can, so infecting your servers or your file sync and share applications before even notifying the user that they've got this infection. And even the backups, they try to destroy the backups as well. So what I'll do is I'll run through some of the examples of some of these threats which are happening. So if we scroll down this page, the first example is a SMS phishing campaign, where they're basically sending an SMS advising people that this particular website about symptoms on the COVID-19. So if you can go there, you can get tested. It's for your specific area. So please click on this link to book in a test. So if you click on that link, that'll take you to one of their pages where they've got these malicious code or other nasty things. So that's the first. That one's delivered via SMS. Then we've got other phishing emails. This one's coming from, it looks like it's from the Australia Post. So you can see, it might be hard to read, but ozpost.com.au, so they've got even the domain name. Very tricky email there. And then another one here is specifically asking for a payment. So this particular document, which is attached, if someone was to open up this document, it's likely to have ransomware. And this actually is not asking for payment, it's offering payments. So it's disguised as the government looking to give $2,500 in COVID-19 assistance payments. You just need to fill in this application form. So as you can see, they're very tricky. And it's good to be aware of these current scams. And a lot of these have just been sort of released in the last week or two. You can see here, 25th of March, which is just less than a week ago.